Hello, my name is Daniel Beer. I'm a historian of modern Russia here at Royal Holloway, and I'm also the head of the history department. So it's a large department of about 35 full-time members of staff, many of them internationally renowned scholars. And their research spans the globe. It reaches right back to the early days of the Roman Republic. It runs through the Crusades. It reaches from the Ottoman Empire to the Russian Empire, from modern China to the European Union, from the United States to Latin America. And this breadth and depth of our offering is an enormous advantage to our students because it means that they are being taught by experts in their field. So my colleagues and I are able to bring our own research expertise, our knowledge that we've gleaned in archives and libraries around the world into our own classrooms. And our students also challenge us and provoke us with their own observations and their questions. So in an important sense, the classroom becomes a kind of collaborative learning environment. So I, for example, as a modern Russianist, I'm able to draw upon my research in archives and libraries in Moscow, St. Petersburg, and in far-flung corners of Siberia, and I'm able to bring those into my classroom teaching and communicate my sense of excitement and passion about my subject to my students. So the great modern French historian Marc Bloch said that the inevitable consequence of ignorance about the past was the misunderstanding of the present. And my colleagues and I are very much engaged in the public understanding of the past. So whether that's in the form of commentaries that we produce for the media, whether that newspapers, broadcast journalism, blog posts, and so on, or whether it's acting as advisors to government, to think tanks, to journalists, to museums, to filmmakers. And we encourage our students to think hard about how history works in the public realm today, how our stories about the past shape our own sense of who we are and how we got here, about what the possibilities for change are in our own societies, about what our stories about the past reveal to us about the contingencies, about the sort of the random paths that our own history has taken. So the study of history is, I think, also about unpicking the kind of naturalness of the present, about asking people to question it. And that's a very important core part of what we do in our lectures and in our classroom teaching. So we're a large department, as I said, but we're an extremely diverse and inclusive department. So we have staff and students from across the globe and from a very wide variety of backgrounds. And we celebrate that diversity as we think about the past together. We have an excellent system of pastoral support in the history department. So we pride ourselves on a very strong relationship which we establish in the first year between personal tutors and a small cohort of personal tutees, and that's cemented through the delivery of one of our large first year modules. So the students will meet with their personal tutor for an hour every single week, and that personal tutor will remain their sort of point of contact throughout the second and third years of their undergraduate degrees. Our assessment in the department is a very mixed economy. So we draw upon well-established forms of assessment, like the essay and like oral presentations, but we also draw upon innovative forms of assessment such as blog posts and podcasts. But across this whole range of assignments that students will be asked to undertake, what we are really privileging is critical thinking. It's the ability to distill a large body of evidence and to present ideas crisply and persuasively in a wide range of formats. So these skills that we're embedding in our courses, we embed, of course, with an eye also on the employability of our future graduate students. And we want them to leave Royal Holloway with a whole toolkit of abilities that they will be able to apply across a very broad range of careers. And indeed, our undergraduates go on to careers in the civil service, in journalism, in teaching, in marketing, in management consultancy. So that broad range of career possibilities is something which I think testifies to the kind of the importance and the range of skills that we are able to give our undergraduates to prepare them for the modern world of work. So I think if students are really interested about history, they're really interested about the past, they're really interested in what it can reveal to us about the present, there is no better place to be.